are 30,000 kilometers in the pipeline. We are trying to work at the outcome-based systems. But everybody is trying to say, let us see what are the lessons learned so far. Have we learned anything? In following up this highway sector since the phase 1 of NHA program in India, we have done a lot of work in asphalt, we have done a lot of work in concrete. We have been meeting contractors across the board from all over India, contractors, consultants, anybody who is involved in the sector, to understand their requirement and what is happening basically. We are not only selling equipment, we are trying to educate people on what to look for in the machines, how you can improve the quality, which is one of the basic area we are missing nowadays. Concrete, everybody is talking about concrete, so many kilometers to be done. But if you look at the basic scenario, Mumbai-Pune was the first project for the concrete highway, a major project, done in 1997. Since then, we have done few projects here and there, but the rush came in 2015. There is a gap of 20 years. Have we built up any expertise in concrete field? Have we built up manpower to handle this? This is a sudden requirement everywhere, but we don't have people who understand concrete, who can execute the project properly. There's a big, big gap. Everybody is talking about quality, but we are in a stage now where people still don't understand what is the difference between concrete spreading and finishing and paving. Most of us, this is a typical concrete road, what we see, which has to be designed. There are many consultants here who have been designing these roads. But at the ground level, what we feel is people still have the mentality of spreading and leveling. We are still in the same stage where we're looking for the farm work, we are looking for the vibrating someone, feeding the concrete and somehow leveling it. Paving is different. Paving will involve material, design and construction. Slip forming. The basic issue here is to understand what a slip forming means. We lay down the concrete, we vibrate it, we have to work on this and settle in a place to give it a form, in a shape. The mold determines what shape you are determining, what shape you want. If you look at the picture, you can see in the front, the concrete is spread, vibrators pushes it down, tamper pushes under the mold, the finishing pan gives the finish level, and a stainless after this gives the final finish. This is the process of slip forming. And what you should get from a paver is concrete slab as per the size and shape what a designer has designed. We should also be looking in terms of grade and slope. Are we able to achieve it as per the desired requirement? Highways, it involves double bars, tie bars because it is different lanes involved. Are we able to do it as per the designer's specification? Now, if we look a little more detail in the pavement construction, there are many, as we have been talking about, have we learned anything from the past? There are many defects on the surfaces. Has anybody, people have been analyzing it. There's a lot of data available with different people. But India's biggest problem is nobody is accumulating this data and presenting it so that a corrective action can be taken. US has a different scenario. There's a written data, there's a lot of material available on the analysis part of it. What has worked, what has not worked. Unless we know what has not worked in India, we cannot do anything further on this. Now, as we are, all of us are practicing engineers, we are road users. More than engineers, we are the road users. Everybody has to understand what can fail so that people are aware. Concrete is not simple. Concrete has to be treated properly. Every step has to be very clearly done. See, simple thing, slump. We tell people we need a certain slump. They don't understand why slump is very, very important in slip forming. Slip forming should be done around 25 to 35 slump. Then only you are going to get a complete slab. Otherwise, we end up with air voids or we end up with the falling slopes. Vibrators. Now, typical example, if you look at this is a core sample from different areas. You can see vibrator at 8,000 frequency and vibrator at 12,000 frequency. General tendency is vibrate concrete as hard as possible. But the problem is the more you vibrate the concrete, the more you are creating the voids, weak areas, which are going to get you into the problems. The problem here is vibration trails. This is what you can see in most of the concrete roads in India. The reason is after the top cover starts wearing off, you start getting the cracks. People have observed it, they have seen it, but nobody knows what has to be done. Concrete should never be vibrated beyond a particular limit. There is a range available. Slower the speed, you should go for a slow vibration, higher the speed, higher vibration, but never go beyond 8,000 frequency. Our tendency, our expectation is vibrate it very harsh, you will get a liquefaction, you can work, you cannot, it gives you problems. Paving speed is very critical. Concrete should be maintained at a constant speed. Paving should be maintained at a constant speed. You should not do it very slow. You should not do it very, very fast also. At least 0.9 meters is what US data says. The speed should be maintained for paving. Now, if you have to have different slumps, different concretes, so my vibrators also should be variable. They should have a variable frequency. I should be able to adjust them from the low to high between the range. And the maximum should not go beyond 8,000, otherwise you get into vibration trails. Now there are devices, people have been asking us, can I check it? How do I check it? Now there are handheld devices to check the vibration, or there are automatic devices where you can fix the vibration or check the vibration. This is possible now, this is available in the market. Surface finish. Now finally, a good surface is what determines your riding quality. Now we can achieve a speed, as this program is huge, we need speed, we need to feed concrete properly. We can go as high as 1.5, 1.6 meters per minute paving speed, with DBI, with everything, but you need to feed the pavers properly. Other issue what we have been facing is most of our concrete roads, they are ground. After tire wear, you can see the top surface is polished. People are not understanding the reason behind it. We only say that, okay, now it is ground properly, now put a asphalt layer. We have shifted from asphalt to concrete. Now if concrete also fails, where are we going to shift? We have to go to the hyperloops, then go to the magnetic field. Unless these steps are taken properly, we will end up in a problem. If due to high vibration, you are developing a big, thick slurry layer at the top and you are texturing it, this layer is going to wear out. This is a very weak layer, this will wear off very fast. That is why our texturing doesn't last. Good paving is where you have a thin layer of texturing and the tines should go to the aggregate level so that they will last. In India, we have been having only the transverse tines. US has shifted to the longitudinal tines, which has less noise and has a longer life. Our designers need to look at it if we can do that. Another major issue with concrete is wet. Being wet, it has a slump. Having slump, you may get this edges like this. But our road edges or the concrete paving airport edges have to be 90 degree. Now, if it has a slump, how do I still achieve 90 degree edge? If this formation, if I start making the edges, I end up like this. Any additional material what you are putting on the slab after paving will not last. We need a paving edge like this. Now, how is it possible if a concrete has a slump, still you want a 90 degree edges? If you start paving 90 degree directly with the paver mold, you will never get the 90 degree edges, you will get bulge edges. And the edges corners will start breaking. What we try to do is, the yellow line determines what we pave, so that after the slump, it comes back to the normal 90 degree mold, and you are able to get a 90 degree perfect edge. Now, you can see a picture. This is Heathrow Airport, where a 650 mm thick layer has been formed without any form work, 90 degree edges with a keyway involved. This is possible if you use the right kind of equipment. We can also make curbs along with the road surface. It is a good suggestion for even the consultants who are designing certain roads. We are asking curbs separately, roads separately, but we can pave it together in one go as a stronger unilithic member, as long as you are able to maintain the 90 degree edges.